So welcome back. In this video we're going to add image galleries, sliders and banners to our pages. So if you look on the home page here and you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that we have a From the Real Mac blog section here. Now this is obviously a dummy blog post on our page, but what I want to do is add an image gallery above the paragraph of text here. So to do that, go to RapidWeaver, open the Stacks library, and inside your Pulse folder, drag and drop the gallery stack in above the paragraph. Then what we need to do is configure this stack. So as always, we need to enter the folder root for Pulse, and that's /resources/Pulse CMS4. We then need to give this gallery a name. I'm going to call this Screenshots. Then I'm going to publish those changes to the server. Now if we go back to our home page and refresh, you'll see that there isn't any content added, and that is because we haven't yet uploaded the screenshot gallery to the Pulse admin area. So to do that, we'll go over to the Pulse install, and inside of the home/media folder, we need to create a new folder, and we're going to call this Screenshots. Create that folder. Then we're going to upload some screenshots here. So inside of the assets folder that came with the course download, you'll find a gallery folder and 5 images. Upload all of those here. And once that's done, you'll see that Pulse lists out all of those screenshots. And if we go and refresh our home page, you'll see that they've been added in above the paragraph. When we click on the thumbnail, we get the large image and we can scroll through them like so. So it's as simple as that to add a pop-up image gallery to your page that can be edited online. Now, the powerful thing about this is that when you come in or your client comes in and adds or removes images, the gallery will be automatically updated. So in this case, we might only want 3 images because 5 looks a little bit too many. So what we can do is come to the Pulse dashboard and delete these last 2 images. Like so. Then when we go to the home page and refresh, we now have just 3 images in that gallery. The other powerful thing is that you can reuse this gallery anywhere across the site. So if we wanted this also on, for example, the details page, we could easily go and duplicate that here. And let's actually do that now. So we'll go back to RapidWeaver, go to the details page, and then I'm just going to close up the banner here. And we could say above the video embed, we wanted a gallery instead. And what we can do is enter the folder root, so resources/Pulse CMS4, and the gallery was screenshots. If we publish that, and refresh the page, you'll see that that gallery is now on the details page as well. So that's how you can create reusable galleries across your site. And as I say, you or your clients can come in and add more images, remove images, and it will automatically be updated everywhere that this gallery is being used. Now the other powerful type of image gallery that you can add with Pulse is a slider. So let's go back to RapidWeaver, delete the gallery stack there, and add a slider stack instead. Now again, what we need to do is enter our resources/Pulse CMS4 folder root, and the gallery again was screenshots. Now if we publish that to the live server, and we go and refresh our page, you'll see that those same gallery images are being used for a slider. So rather than a pop-up gallery, we now have this nice slider with navigation below. And again, you or your clients can come in, add new images, remove images, and they will automatically be used everywhere that you add the gallery or the slider stacks across your site. Now, we're not actually going to use that slider stack on the details page there. I just wanted to show you that that is available. However, what we could do as an example here is add a editable banner to our site. So let's close up the container stack here so that we can see what we're working on. And what we're going to do is add the banner stack here. So I'm just going to drag that in below the existing banner on the details page. Now straight away what we need to do is give the Pulse folder root. So once again, resources /Pulse CMS4. Then we need to tell the banner and the section stack the source of the image. So we can say gallery or we can say file. So this is depending on whether you want to have multiple images or just one static. We'll use the file option for now. And what we could say is the file name, if we have a look on the Pulse dashboard area. Now we could use, inside of the media folder, we could use one of the home images. So we can say home / and if you click on here you'll get the file name. So we could say home / bottles.jpg if this was the banner image that we wanted to use. Or what I'm going to do is upload a couple of new banners. So I'm going to just use the upload option, choose the files, and then inside of the assets folder, upload banner and banner 2. Once those are uploaded, we can go back to RapidWeaver and say the image we want to use is banner.jpg, like so. Then what we can do is drag and drop any type of stack content into here. So inside of my stacks folder, I should have all of the Foundry stacks installed, and I do. So what I'm going to add is a header. And I'm also going to add a paragraph. So I'm actually going to search for paragraph there and just drop that in. What I'm also going to do is quickly style these. Now we could actually use the Pulse CMS block stacks, and we'll have a look at doing that in a minute. All I'm going to do is just very quickly style these, just so that we can get an idea of how the banner inside of Pulse CMS is going to work. So I'm just going to make the header style a color picker and select white. And we could just perhaps center align these for now. Okay, so all I've essentially done there is added a header and paragraph into the banner, and what is editable online at the moment is this banner.jpg file. So we're using the Pulse CMS banner and section stack. Inside of there we have static content at the moment. Now depending on your site, you might want this to be editable content, and as I say, we'll look at doing that in just a second. But let's publish this up to the live server and see how it looks. Okay, so let's go back and refresh our details page, and there we can see that we have that banner image that I uploaded, we have our header text, and we also have that paragraph of text there. So there you can see how powerful it is, or how easy it is to add a banner to your page. Now what we want to do is perhaps add some margin, and I'm also going to show you how you can add a parallax scrolling effect to this banner. So we'll go back to RapidWeaver, and in here I'm going to use a fixed background, and that will give us the parallax scrolling effect. Then I'm going to add some margin to the bottom, so 60 pixels. And then in here, as I said, what we could do is convert these to be editable content. So with the Pulse CMS folder here, drag and drop in a block and enter your resources / Pulse CMS4 folder name. Now the block name, we could reuse the homepage banner title. So I'm just going to say home and then banner title. So you can reuse blocks of editable text across the site as well. You're not limited to just galleries being reused. You can reuse any of the blocks anywhere on your site. So we can do that, and then if I duplicate that block and call this one banner slogan, Then what we could do is get rid of these two. And what I'm also going to do is from the Foundry framework, I'm just going to add a column stack as a wrapper into here. And I'm very quickly going to say I just want one column, and I want to drag and drop those into here, like so. So this is just acting as a wrapper stack to limit the width of the content in the banner. So once you've done that, you can publish this up to the live server. And if we go back to Safari and refresh, here we can see we now have that add online editing to your website with RapidWeaver. And the homepage slogan is there as well. Now I've forgotten to add a container stack inside of here so that the content is contained inside of the max width for this site. However, if I scroll this content, you'll see that we get that nice parallax background effect there. So that is achieved when we checked the fixed background option inside of the RapidWeaver stack settings. So just before we move on, I'm going to fix this up very quickly. Obviously we want this to be white text, so we're going to have a look at fixing that. And also I want that to be contained within inside the max site width. So let's go to RapidWeaver. And what I need is a container stack. And I believe it's here. Yeah, so I'm going to drop that into here and then drop the column stack inside of there. Now again, if you're not sure what I'm doing here and you want to find out more about Foundry, you can check out our dedicated RapidWeaver Foundry course where we go in depth on how you can build up responsive websites in this way. Anyway, the container stack should now force the banner content to be contained within inside of the max site width. The next thing I wanted to fix was the text color in the banner. So I'm just going to publish those changes quickly. And then inside of the Pulse CMS area, if we go to the home folder and then the blocks and home again, if you remember in the first video, what we did was set up a global text white class. So that could come in handy in this instance because we know that we want this text to be white everywhere it's being used. So we could add that class here on the banner title and also on the banner slogan. So we'll do that like so. And now if we come back to the details page and refresh, there you'll see we have the white text. So as I mentioned in that first video, it's going to depend on your theme or the way that you're building your site on how you customize the styling for the online editable content. In certain cases, you might not need to add classes or custom CSS. Everything will work as you want it to. But in these special cases where it's perhaps a little bit more custom and you need some custom styling, you might want to create those global classes or global CSS selectors to style this content in a certain way. Now I think that'll just about do it for this lesson. The final thing I'm going to do is just show you how to add an overlay to this background image. So let's go to RapidWeaver, and on the banner and section settings we can set the overlay color. So we might want to have a 50% opacity black, and that would make the white text pop out a little bit more. So that's how you can do that. So we can just publish that up to the live server. And if we refresh that there, you'll see that the background image has been darkened and we can actually read that text very nicely there. Now obviously that banner doesn't really fit in with the rest of our site, so we're not going to be keeping that on this website or for the rest of the course. I just want to show you that the banner stack is very flexible and it is an easy way to add a nice parallax scrolling effect to your site that your users or your clients can go in online and update themselves. And as I say, you can mix and match the blocks of editable content as well. So when you update the home banner title, that will be updated here on the banner and also on the home page here. Okay, with that being said, we'll just go back to RapidWeaver quickly, and I'm going to delete that banner section there and republish the site because, as I said, we're not keeping that. So that will do it for this video. In the next and final video of this course, we're going to be looking at some more advanced editing, such as allowing your clients to update things like video embeds. So once you're ready, I'll see you in the next video.